What is going on, everybody? This is Mike from the Last Corvette. So today is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Today is October 18th, and I have a little update when it comes to the next Chevy-powered Corvette. So nothing is sealed, nothing is delivered, nothing is set in stone, as we say. But as I stated in my previous videos, I kind of dialed myself in either for a C606, C706, obviously, you know, manual transmissions. But I also said there is a door open for a C5, yes, going back a gen from a C6, FRC Corvette, C5 FRC. And when I say FRC, it's not a Z06 FRC, so Z06 came out in 2001. There is there's a story behind the story. So one of the first Corvettes I ever drove as an adult, basically, was a FRC, fixed roof coupe, or a fixed roof Corvette, bubble top, right? It's that iconic roof line, body line, profile. And it was built, had heads and cam back in the day. This is early 2000s. And I fell in love with Corvettes, and you know, I made various videos about FRCs. And the flip side, there is a story behind a FRC within our family as well. So like I said, I always left a door open for a good, nice FRC if it ever kind of, you know, rolls around and, you know, appears out of the blue. So I've been looking on, you know, various auctions, local market, national market, and earlier this week, like a Wednesday I think it was, I found a 2000 FRC, which is a last year FRC, was offered as like a base type Corvette before it became a Z06 in 2001. So kind of like, let me explain the FRC again. FRC was built in 99 and 2000. In 99, it was basically like a base, stripped down C5 Corvette. You know, no options. Basically, they had different colors, but as far as the interior, they were all black. Alloy wheels, which are actually pretty cool. Manual transmission, all of them came with a manual, and of course a bubble top, a fixed roof, so it doesn't come off, it doesn't retract. It made it more rigid. It also made it lighter as well, which is the reason why 2 years later it became a Z06. And then from there, the story kind of writes itself from the FRCs, right? I consider them like the rebirth of performance style Corvettes. 2001, you had your Z06 come out, which was the LS6, you know, with a manual transmission, 6-speed manual transmission, right? And then 99 to 2000 FRCs with the bubble top, they were LS1s, 5.7, 345 horse versus 404 horse that the Z06 had when it came out. And then from there it kind of progressed right into the C6 gen. They still had the fixed roofs on the Z06s, ZR1s, and then comes C7, and obviously now in C8s, you know, we've developed so much as far as safety and overall structure. They don't need to have a fixed roof to go fast or to have a rigid feel to the vehicle. So, always been looking at one, and I came across one which is a 2000. So in 2000, the last year of the FRC, before it became Z06, they kind of opened up the doors. So the 99 model was kind of like the stripped down version. In 2000, they offered pretty much all of the options that you could get on C5, you know, heads up display, dual climate control, stuff like that. I mean, very, very old school, even more old school than a C6, for example, but still, you know, holds a very big piece of my heart when it comes to just American muscle, right? So this FRC, I'm going to go see in person this upcoming Monday, so next week. I'm gonna look at it. It's a local vehicle, about 30 minutes or so from where I work and live, type of thing. It has 30,000 original miles on it. You know, with a clean Carfax, it has pretty much like everything lined up. A few owners, but you know, if you look at 2000 vehicle in general, right? It's in amazing condition, right? So videos and pictures that the seller sent me, they're pristine. Obviously, the story will kind of tell itself when I look at it in person, but everything looks amazing. The Carfax checks out. So this basically was a, you know, a summer vehicle or a weekend vehicle. It's almost like a collector's item. I still don't think that, you know, in the big picture, FRCs are collector's items, even though, you know, everyone considered them like, you know, a cheap Corvette, a cheap version, but they only made like 6,100 units and some change over the 2 years. And then in 2000, they only made like 480-ish black FRCs, and this one is black. I think the rarest color is blue. I don't know all like the exact you know, color names or whatever for FRCs, but blue was probably the rarest. They made them in white, they made them in black, they made them in red, they made them in blue, and I think there's another color as well. I think there was like 5 colors or maybe 4 colors, something like that along those lines. But FRC to me is like just a badass old school vehicle, like, you know, as old school as you're gonna get. You know, C6s are right there. They have a few more creature comforts like heated seats and push to start, stuff like that. But this is a manual 6-speed, you know, does have heads up display, fixed roof. Basically it's like a convertible trunk lid, right? It's almost like a notch versus a hatch. And like I said, the profile is amazing, and that would be the only older gen Corvette that I would consider buying. And like I said, I'm going to go look at it. Hopefully it's all that the pictures and the videos show, and if everything works out, I'm going to buy it. But I'm going to tell you this: so the vehicle is basically stock. There is some engine work that's been done to the vehicle as far as the performance side. Not crazy. Interior, exterior is all stock, you know, and the vehicle just looks very, very clean, and that's the only reason I'm going to go and look at it. And the black color, the trim, and everything else kind of falls in line with what I've been looking for as far as a C5 FRC. Now, here's the deal: if I do buy the C5 FRC, that does not mean that I'm going to stop looking either for a C606 or a C706. It's something that I'm still looking at. You know, I mean, honestly, owning two Corvettes would be awesome. Everything that I've learned through the C6 gen, like I said, I'm very comfortable with. I'm not afraid of like any projects or really doing anything to C6 gen. C7 I've never touched. I've driven a C7, I've driven a C8, I've driven C5s, but like I said, my main, you know, like work and just getting to know the vehicle obviously was a C6 gen that I shared, you know, a ton of videos with you guys on this platform. So let's see what happens. You know, if I make a video of the C5 FRC sitting in my driveway, obviously you guys know that you know, it's a done deal. But one thing I'm going to say is, you know, if I buy this vehicle, I might change the wheels. Obviously, I'm going to keep the stock wheels. They're in pristine condition, and you want to keep the vehicle as stock as possible. Maybe the exhaust, I would keep the axle back mufflers as well. But that's the extent. I'm not going to put like you know, backup camera or anything like that. I want that old school feel on the vehicle, you know, and this is a key vehicle. This is not a push to start. This is like the old school American muscle, as dirty and raw as you're going to get. So stay tuned.